Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Satisfactory with me, your host, Parallax. So I am seriously considering exporting these aluminum casings up to the other base because I don't want to make them up there. I want to use all the aluminum. Well, I guess I'm going to have to. No, I don't. I don't have to. I want to use all of this stuff, this aluminum solution. I want to be able to use all that for the blender. I don't want to have to use some of it to make the aluminum wrap and then make aluminum ingots and then make the casing, right? So I knew that I had a different recipe that took two of these. It just takes pure aluminum, like it's a pure aluminum ingot, right? The other recipe requires the aluminum ingots and the silicon. And as you can see, we're backed up pretty bad on the aluminum, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and add to this line, I'm going to go ahead and add regular smelters. These right here are foundries, and that's why I couldn't find it before, is because I was looking in foundries. I'm going to go ahead and add them to regular smelters. I'm going to add another line out here, probably about 6. Maybe about 6. We'll do 4. I need concrete and plate. Concrete and plate. Who would have thought? I'd start a video and then I'd immediately have to go grab equipment. I'm telling you, like, the quality of life, fantastic. Love, love, love that I don't have to plate right there. I love that I don't have to open my stuff up and move things around. And now I even want to build the hazmat suit, whereas before I had not wanted to build the hazmat suit because why would I? It would be just one more thing I have. Oh, excuse me, let me go check something right quick. Be right back. Sorry about that. We had the friendly neighborhood mailman come by and drop off a package. Anywho, completely forgot my train of thought. Oh yes, the hazmat suit. I want to build the hazmat suit now. I wonder how many cars the train can hold. I wonder if it impacts its speed. I would assume it does. Do 1,500? Yeah, 1,500 is good. We'll just go ahead and take that back. I forget that I have the boom tubes, and the boom tubes are super duper fast. They're much faster than flying. And they're faster than the blades. Just got to remember that they exist. Man, how pretty is this game? When we get good frame rates and things look stable, the game is so pretty. I just really appreciate all the time and effort that the developers have put into this. And I know I complain a little bit, but they've done a great job. Oh, look, I fixed that problem. Look at that. Yeah, see? A wall. Yep. Fixed it. I don't have that problem anymore. Okay, let's continue our workout here. Okay, that should be enough. We're going to do a smelter. I'd like it to go. Oh, look at that. The smelter won't click in appropriately with the deal. It's going to do its own thing. There we go. Let's just do 1, 2. We'll start off with just 4. Start off with just 4. 4 should be a good entry level to see if we're going to like this or not. See if it's going to be something that we want to continue. See if it's not going to mess up the entire flow of the game here. The Quarry, by the way, the Quarry is a great game. Great game. And not because it's a video game and not because of the mechanics and not because it's revolutionary, but because it's a good story. It is a very good story that doesn't get convoluted. It doesn't, like, it has its twists in it, but the twist, I mean, they're not like then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened. Like it gives you a twist, and it gives you a little bit of time to digest what happened, and like the implications of what that means. It doesn't destroy one twist. Did I put those in back? I put those in backwards. Oh my goodness. I think I did. Power Mark III post. Please, thank you. Then production, and then a smelter. Yep, sure did. One of these days I'll be good at this game. One of these days. Now I have to line these things up. Huh. Okay, now they should just be going. Perfect. Okay, alright. But the Quarry, great game, great writing, great pacing. The only thing is they introduce one character, like they introduce one concept, and then they don't use that concept for quite a long time in the game. Like they introduce a character, or they introduce a concept. I don't want to give it too much away because I'd love for you to go watch someone do a playthrough of it, because it really is. I mean, it's worthy. It's worthy of your time to sit there and like watch what happens. So now how do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and rip that up, and that up, and that up. Okay. I think what I would like to do, and I think I'd like to put in, so like that. And is there a way to merge? Is there a way to do a merge block? Of course there is. Yes, of course there is. That. You have 7 going into that. That was the entire leg, wasn't it? Yep. Into that, and then that coming out there. Perfect. Then you put the aluminum in there. Perfect. You're hooked up. Now I just need to do another merge. There. But yeah, go please watch the Quarry. I watched Ohmwrecker's playthrough. Ohmwrecker's playthrough, he white knights everybody. Like nobody gets mad at anybody, and nobody doesn't suspect anybody. Like everybody just kind of, it's like one big happy family, which, I mean, that's one way to play it, and it's not the most, are we already out? Oh, no, here it comes, I was just to say, what? How are we already out of the ingots? We had a huge backup of it. There we go. Okay, now this right here, you only need 2 in, but you only get 1 out, right? And you get 30 per minute. Over here, you need 6 in, and you get 4 out, and it's 60 per minute. So these right here aren't producing the same quantity as that over there, but they are going to help us clear the backlog of just needing the ingots. And or needing the scrap here. Like they're going to help us clear that backlog. So hopefully this stuff over here works a little better. Like it works a little bit more. You see how it's just it was full, and when these things are full, they won't run. And if they don't run, it just throws the whole situation out of. It has 500 in each of these. There's 1,000 scrap here that need to be cleaned to the backlog. And maybe 4 was too much. Over here, the silicon. This is a problem. Not all of the silicon that we put in there is working, because we now are super duper low on quartz. So what we could do is we could go on a little exploration back out to where those horrible spiders were, and we can there was another mine out there for crystals, and we can hook that mine into that belt. I think that's what we'll do. We'll go and we'll gear up. We'll make some explosives. We'll make... Oh, we can't make explosives. We don't have that. We don't make tubes out here. We don't make any steel out here. Unfortunately. Steel is just something that we've done here. But yeah, let's go up there and beat up. And really, I'm just going to go ahead and bite the bullet here. And it's so stupid. It's so stupid that the beacons... You require the beacons to make bullets. So dumb. Actually, I don't know what the new recipe is to make bullets. Do you know what the new recipe is to make bullets? You just need copper sheet. Really? Oh my goodness, look at that. Copper sheet and the new black powder. Oh no, you make the old black powder. We have to research that. That's right, we have to research that. Go ahead and give me 200 of that. I think I need sulfur too. Do you have sulfur backed up? You do. Give me 100 sulfur. I think I need that. Can I research that here? No, of course not. I have to go all the way back up to the other base to research that. And here I need to go make miners because I want to hook in that other mining part. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, yeah, and I can actually make 2 of them right there. Perfect. 1, 2. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put you on pause. I'm going to ride the train back up north, and I'm going to get the research going for bullets, because we're going to need to make more bullets when we go up there. We've only got 36 bullets, and that's no bueno. I'm going to put you on pause. I'm going to ride back up there. That way you don't have to sit on another train ride. I know if you guys have ever done the math on how much time you spend on the train, it's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, I'll pause you and I'll see you when we're at the other base. And there we go. Painless for you guys. Painless. Now let's go over here and let's look at the research. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to get over here. I'm going to realize that I didn't get something else I was supposed to have from down there. So I have to go back down to the old base. There, very soon when I log off and I'm not on, I'm not recording, I am definitely probably going to go down there and run 3 conveyor belts. Okay, smokeless powder. Sulfur, of course, right? Yeah. What does that do? Experimental power generation. 3 seconds. Cool. Boom. We now know how to make smokeless powder. What's that? Turbo rifle? I don't even know what turbo. There's red. That is. What is this? Explosive rebar. Cluster. And nuclear deterrent development. Okie dokie. Let's go grab some of those and do that research too. And we'll do experimental power source with sulfur. Yeah, definitely the graphics have taken a hit on the experimental branch. Like, this stuff doesn't look as good as it used to, but my game is a lot more stable. Which is super nice, because I was running into a problem where my game was crashing. Take 100 more of those. Zoop. Can we zoop through there? We absolutely can zoop through there. It's perfect. Slide. Alright, sulfur again. Experimental power source. Can't afford. I am missing 1 small frame. Oh, that's so funny. Are those small frames? They are. I can grab a bunch of them up here. Whoops. Not really a bunch of them. Oh, I don't have any more room in my pockets. Get rid of some of that. Oop, there we go. Oop, didn't mean to do that. Okay, sulfur again. Experimental power. 3 seconds later. Nice. What is this? Compact coal. Requires a hard drive to unlock that? Ooh, I don't know about that. Ooh, I do not know about that. Oh, that's a really fun way of getting what you want. That's a really, really fun way of getting the type of blueprint that you want. Good job. Wow, that's a really, really good job. That's smart. I love that. They did a good job with that. That's intelligent. Good job. Look at quartz right quick. We have a ton of quartz. Then blow up bombs. To make the blow up bombs, we have to have the steel pipe, but we don't. And see that's the thing that sucks is we have sulfur down there, and we have steel down there. Like we just don't. It stinks. It stinks having two separate bases. Where is the nearest sulfur around here? Maybe I'm just making this much harder on myself than it has to be. Okay, there's no sulfur here. Oh, okay. The 1,500 meters up that way. Oh, it shows you on the map. It's sulfur down there. Now look, if I'm not mistaken, we're bringing in, why can't I move? There it is. We're bringing in oil from over here. Bringing in sulfur from over here, that's not as challenging as it sounds. And that sulfur goes through like one little bitty baby iteration before it's turned into gunpowder. What is the new gunpowder deal now? Like, what do I have to do to make gunpowder? Now that I have smokeless powder, like, what does it take to make smokeless powder? Is it you? Are you the smokeless powder maker? You are not the smokeless powder maker. It's going to require two components, probably. Maybe even more. Okay, smokeless powder. There's black powder, which is I'm making down there. And then the bombs, right? That's really cool how the bombs just take the black powder and the tubes. I could just get steel production down there or get sulfur or black powder production up here. I could just make tons of bombs, which would just be fun to have them, you know? I have a different biomass recipe. So it's going to require 4. It's going to be smokeless powder is going to be a pain in the booty. It's going to require 4. Use smokeless powder. Not here either. Where is? Recipes. Smokeless powder. You have to use heavy residual oil and black powder to make smokeless powder. Okay. Heavy residual oil. I don't think... Am I really going to spend an episode... Am I really going to spend an episode making powder? I don't think I'm going to spend the episode making... like setting up the sulfur line, bringing the sulfur over here. I think I can do that offline, and you'll be okay with that. Mainly because all I'm going to be doing is running over there and setting up, you know, one miner, and then bringing the sulfur back over here, and then just finding a place to put it. And that's the only thing that's going to happen. I think you'd much rather be interested in me doing something new. The only other thing I was going to do is do the quartz. You know what? Let's go ahead and do let's go ahead and set up the miner for that bauxite and then run it down, and then we'll start setting up a blender site, because we haven't done the blender yet, and that's something new. And then I will off camera I'll set up the the sulfur site and then that quartz site. That way you're just not having to watch me do old things or like mainly things for just housekeeping. Right, you'll get to see new content. We do really need to set up automatic or automated rifle ammunition production. That would be such a huge help to me because I don't have to sit around and do it like hand make it, and I always need rifle ammunition. And then the explosive stuff, the explosive charges, I don't really need those. You know, I don't really use them a lot, but ultimately, and I want to set up production on cloth. I want to go ahead and get a cloth line set up. And you will be there with a cloth line. I wouldn't set up the cloth line without you. Like that's something I know that we haven't done ever before. Setting up cloth. So I know you'd like to see that. But this peroxide thing, let's go ahead and get it done. Miner Mark II. Do I have everything for it? I do. I've already got power here too. I just gotta run it off the side of the mountain. And will I be running it back toward that base? I guess I will. Even though water over there might be hard to come by. I don't need that much water. I don't need that much water. But water might be hard to come by. And then how do I want to get this to go down? Probably something like this. Right here. To the very edge, and then click on that. Send it down. I knew that was gonna happen. I was like, you're getting close to the edge, buddy. Alright. And I guess I'll go ahead and while I'm here, I'll go ahead and hook that up to power. I usually don't like doing it. I like watching it turn on for the first time and send all of its stuff, you know, where it's supposed to be used, but I never got close enough to figure out if that was pure or not, or if it's a pure vein or that looks impure, to tell you the truth. And I don't want to get over here too close because the last time I was over here there were a ton of baddies. I am interested. Oh, it's pure. Nice. Nice, that's a really good find then. Really good find. It was just right here all along. Now what? Now we do this a little bit. And I don't need these platforms to build off of. These platforms are merely for my jetpack. Or hover pack. It needs to have electricity, so I don't need these to build. It's just going to be another elevator. Another ugly elevator. Oh, where'd it go? And that goes down some more, and let's send it off that way. Oh, cool. There he goes. In here. There. There. And go down a little bit. Alright. You could send it through the poison gas cloud. You did not use them. Oh, there they are. There's 3 there. So good. For a moment there, I didn't see the, you see how the rifle has the 21 ammunition above it, and then the hover pack has like the power, I guess, above it. If you look at the gas thing, when I looked over there, I was like, oh, I'll just run that through the gas thing. And I was like, oh, you better not. I was like, no, it's okay. I have my gas mask on. So I looked over at my gas mask, and I didn't see the filters. And I was like, you dog, you ran through those filters when we didn't need it. Because I was afraid that if you put it on your face when you didn't need it, that it would take away the filters. But that's not the case. The filters only work when you need them. Lovely. Okie dokie. So now might be a good time to start thinking about where we're going to process this, because there's water over there, and you do need water to make this happen. And there is a platform I could build off of. So that could so I could build the I could do it over there, and then we have to do the heavy frames though. Well, let me think. I am going to figure out the smaller base in the south, the new base. I am going to figure that out. So I am going to have imported aluminum aluminum plating or whatever it's called. So that's going to be imported. So all I need to do to make those is heavy frames, the aluminum, and then the solution. So all those right there need to do is make solution. To make the solution, you have to have water and that, and then the output is silicon and that. And then that could just be produced. Okay, before I leave here, I need to go up there and visit one last time and figure out what the rate out is. Up. Man, I kept hitting forward to go up, but it's spacebar. Oh, no, 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 don't lose power. Don't lose power. Stay next to the elevator. So sorry, but I gotta go back up here one more time. Oh, and you probably hear the leaf blower guy. He's here today. It's Wednesday. Wednesday, my dudes. You make 240. And I think I knew that. I think I knew that the pure sources are 240, but it's good to just double check. Okay, so let's go over there right quick and just see if we can build a water extractor. Because sometimes I've been told that it looks like you can produce water in an area and you cannot. Like, because it looks like you can doesn't mean you can. And I think that was on the swamp. There's that white piece of marble that I always kind of freak out about. You can't get water from the river there. It has to be like a deep water body. Like right here, you can have it. So that would be cool. I do worry that we're gonna be. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I can put it someplace like this, and I can build out here on top of the water. We're not gonna have to worry about the trees kind of clipping through things, and then I'll just bring that stuff. I'll just wrap it around right over here. Make the aluminum sulfide. Make a grinder to eat up the silicon, and then just pump the aluminum sulfide somewhere up north. So I'm going to have to take the heavy frames out too. But yeah, there we go. And then let's start building the platform here. Now this right here is not connected to the oh no, maybe it is connected to the main base. I was going to say it's not connected to the main base, but I think it is, because I think that track runs all the way to the train station. So this right here, it's good for us to build off of that, because now it's clicked into the grid of the main base, which I think the global grid is what everybody wants. I don't think anybody cares about your individual grid, but the global grid is what everybody kind of tries to align their stuff to. But for me, I'm just kind of happy to do it through my own personal grid. Just so I kind of know the height levels and everything. Yeah. I feel like my MO with water is to have them facing each other. So let me go over here and just try to line these things up before I get a little bit too... Yeah, it's going to clip through this. That's too close. Let me bring some power over here too so I can fly. I was getting power from the railroad track. I need to get it from... I need like another like that. Ooh, probably not that far out because we're going to rip that up. Let's take that off. Do another one of these. Perfect. And I hope those are lined up. Probably close enough. Okay, so that's at least 2. And then we're going to be needing refineries. So that'll be the input from the water, and then from that. Okay. Let's go over here and make sure we're good. The fabric. I really want to make one that does a fabric. And then there's plastic. There's rubber. There's the Coke. And then there's the alternative recipe. So, oh, is that the alternative? Yeah. Okay, so there was one we could do, but it was with fuel. So we could have made it from the very beginning, but with fuel. And the smokeless powder is made here as well. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, so we could have done one, but it required fuel to make it. This one just requires heavy oil residue, which is... I mean, I don't think that really mattered. You know, I don't think that was like a big deal one way or the other. But what are we doing here? I've already forgot. We're making this. Correct. So we need 18 water and we need 12 of those. Okay. 120 per minute is what it makes. It takes 120. Oh, wow. Cool. So we just need 2 of these. I think I knew that. I think I knew that. There we go. And you're making that. That makes 50 silica, but that silica is going to get eaten up by the grinder. And then we're going to export that to where the blender is. And then 180 per minute. So that's going to be 360 water. How much water do you make? Big 120 a minute. We need 360. So right now we're making 240. So we need 3 of yous. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from all this. We need 3 water extractors to make this work. Production. Man. Oh man, snapping too with the water, that makes this just so much easier to do that. And then in 9. Is that on the bottom of the ocean? That is. Let's do some walls here. And hopefully we can get a nice floor here for this going. A little bit too... Not the best. Not the best. I don't really like how that looks, but... Ooh. Ooh, ugly, ugly, ugly. Ooh, that's bad. Yes. Yes. Come out through here. Bring that up a couple. Here. Up a couple. Ugh. Perfect. That. Perfect. Great. And then logistics, cross-sectional deal, badoosh. And then that into the cross-sectional area, and then you into the cross-sectional area. Perfect. Now, how much does this hold? It holds 300. We will be pumping in 360, I believe. 180 of water. So that's 360. Those are 120, 240, 360. So yes, we are going to need Mark II pipe. That's this point here. Might as well upgrade that too, but we are going to need Mark II pipe to get up to this place. We are out of copper, so we can't make any more of those. We'll have to go snag some more copper. So we'll run back, grab some more copper, come out here and get done with this. We'll need a couple of pumps to make that happen. And then here, I'm kind of thinking make this the blender area. So we've kind of, well, we haven't really invested a lot. Never mind. I didn't mean to say that. We need to think about our power too. I know that we're on batteries. No, we're not. I don't understand the power situation. Oh, maybe because that other base in the south, we ripped up the aluminum. And or not ripped up the aluminum, but maybe because we put those smelters in that cleared the backlog of scrap aluminum. Because remember, part of that system was that the water excess would go to the coal power plants that were underneath that. So perhaps, maybe, that solved our power issue, cleaning up that backlog. I can go grab copper from right here, I think. Yeah, there's 200. There's 200. Hey, look at that. Our plastic is backed up. We're at 100% capacity on plastic. These guys over here are waiting. What do you guys build? You guys build computers? You're waiting on circuit boards? All the circuit boards are getting eaten up by what? They only get one circuit board up. Hey? Yeah, they only get one circuit board up. Well, the other circuit boards, where are they going now? You use circuit boards? Oh my goodness, yeah, we're gonna have to Nikes. The good thing is we can build off the side here, like we can make more foundations off the side, and then on the other side we can double our production, because these right here are splitters. So all we have to do is just line up the first one with these splitters and then go all the way down. And what was that? 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So we can double our production. We can put 9 more in here, and then we'll just be pulling off this line again using the same splitters as over there. So that's not the end of the world. That'll double our circuit board production, but it'll also double our consumption. But right now it looks like we're doing okay with consumption. It looks like we have more than enough. We can expand that line without it being without having to do too much work. And we might be able to expand it by adding maybe 6, maybe 4 in there, and then reaching an equilibrium. Let's get back out here and get this done. I don't think I want to hook it up to power yet, because I don't have the heavy frames moving out here, so there's no reason to have this drain on the power supply yet, but I do want to get everything hooked up. I do want to tell it all what it's making. I want to get the blenders hooked up. I want to get the heavy frames moved out here, and then I'll hook it up to the power so that everything turns on at the same time, and I can just get a good idea about if I really am going to be using, like how much power I'm using. I don't want to do it piecemeal. Probably to there. Then move it that way. Okay, and then let's go ahead and bring you over here. I probably should have brought him in while I was running past him, but you know, brain and everything. Do I want to try to snag and turn it left right out of here? I think I do. So let me rip that up and rip up that little piece that's hiding over there. I know you're there. Well, let that come up a little bit too. Just because I don't want it to reach the ground. Because I'm an idiot. Oh, gosh. Okay. Um, I don't want to put it on the train track. I want it to go under. Ooh, there it was for a second. Perfect. Lovely. Oop. So funny that at work there's a guy that, and I've talked about him a couple of times here. He's just been telling me some tips and letting me like know like when some bad things are coming, and I kept kind of getting on to him. I was like, man, you gotta get done with that Satisfactory game, because he told me he was on phase 4. I was like, you gotta get done, man. Like, winners don't quit. And he always kind of would roll his eyes at me like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it now, man. I get it now. Game is no joke. Perfect. All right. Grab that. I know that looks bad. I know. I know. I'm trying to. I never had an aesthetic eye to begin with. I've never had that. I've never been able to look at something and be like, this is how you make it look pretty. I just don't have that ability. But I know it looks bad. I know. Boom. Sometimes it gives you the lineup and sometimes it doesn't. Like right here, it's not giving me the lineup to that thing. Oh, there it is. I guess maybe I should just slow down a little bit. Okay, and now we're going to do a splitter. Yeah. Oh, that one. Yep, I should have known, like when I was trying to put, come on, give me my power. The power thing is right there, come on. You're so stingy, so stingy. Can I make it the wall one? Perfect. Lovely. I should have known when I was trying to put that one down that it was lined up, but it wasn't touching the middle of the deal. So happy that that goes in there. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. And now the output on this side is going to be kind of the same thing, but on this side, I think I am going to go with the stackable fuel or the stackable thing on this side. I'm going to have to run this all the way. And gosh, I mean, I don't know. I kind of want to put the blenders here and bring the heavy frames out this way, because it's just so much easier to move something on a conveyor belt than it is a pipe. The pipe can be a real brat because you have to worry about the head pressure. Like right here for the water, I know I have to put in a pump. Now I have to be hooked up to a power line. Maybe I should do this. You have one left, right? Yeah. And even if it didn't, I could upgrade it. So there we go. Those are all hooked up. You know what you're making. You know what you're making. Lovely. And then the pipe out of here. What's my out going to be? 240? So I can use traditional pipe on this for the out. But it's so much easier to bring down the heavy frames than it is to move up liquid. Let me go ahead and get the grinder set up. Where's the grinder? Oh, it's under special. There's the input there. Oh, the grinder is one of those things too that just doesn't, for some reason it won't click in. But that's fine. That's fine. Let's go over here to logistics, go over to the pipe junction. Perfect. Perfect. And, whoops. Conveyor out. Probably right here. We'll see if that'll fly. I don't know if it will. I think the pipe is going to get in the way. Can I have some power, please? Thank you. Okay. Let's see how she goes. Yeah, that kind of goes right through it, but that's going to be fine. And then a merger. Man, the unsung hero of this game is the merging blocks. The merging and the splitter blocks. I have more of those than anything else. And then you need to be hooked up to power. So let's go ahead over here to this power. Let's upgrade you to a Mark III pole. Let's grab you and hook you up there. Perfect. So when the time comes, you'll be able to turn on too. And there we go. Now I have to figure it out. Now, am I going to bring down the heavy? I'm going to bring down. Let's look at the blender. Let's see if we put the blender here. What would? Oh, that would be my input. First one. The first one there. We're making these things. So I would need to bring down the plate and the heavy frames. The plate is going to get offloaded from the choo-choo train, and it could be stopped here. I could put in another station here, and I could unload it so it comes off right here. And then choo-choo train. Well, I could just do another choo-choo train. I could have two choo-choo trains. No. Let's see how long it would take to run, because I could have put in a station right there, and I can have the plates be dropped off. Train there at that station back there, and I was thinking I could have this pick up the heavy frames and drop them off at that station. But the heavy frames already make it all the way down here. Yeah, see, they're right there. So those heavy frames could be just, look at that. Like you could literally just, you could send them right out there to the terminal. You could put them right out there to the terminal. Or you could run a god-awful, ugly conveyor belt out there. Or so that comes out, that goes out this way, right? Goes out this way. Comes to like here or something. And then the blender stuff is right there. That actually is too close to the railroad track. I don't know. You know what? I might send that railroad train around. Like make it come straight through and then go up and around that pillar and come in this way. That way it'd be a straight shot. It would be a nice... You could put more stations there. How scared am I of pumping liquids? I could meet in the middle. Could meet in the middle. Could have the... How many of these do I have? I only got 77. Yeah, you kind of knew that I wasn't gonna bring that pipe over here. Be ripped up. I thought you were going to be the encased ones. My bad. Yep. They're over here somewhere. I was going to go over there where the heavy frames were made and steal them, but I'll just come over here to this. Appropriate. Remember when screws were our big problem? I do want to set up a fabric one where we're producing fabric. I really want to do that because I really want to get my hazmat suit. Yeah, it's gonna look so ugly running that all the way over here, but I just don't want to bring the pipe in, man. I mean, right here would be a good place for the blenders. I could bring the... Yeah, you know what? Right here is a good place. This is underutilized space anyway. I'll run the pipe in. I'll do it. I'll do it. I didn't want to run the pipe. I didn't want that to be a headache. I wanted to kind of use what I've always had, and that's the idea of the conveyor belts. But I'll run the pipe out here, and then if we have problems with it, we just have problems with it. Yikes. Then we'll not this video, but probably a video in the very near future, we'll go back to the old base and we'll set up the station to receive whatever leftover aluminum plates we can. Just so we'll start producing them. I mean, that's the big thing, you know, like we'll be producing them. We'll be producing the thing that we need to get the next to last milestone. Like, and once those things are being produced, you know, hallelujah. It'd be so cool. I might do it this video. I might just suck it up. I've been making 2 videos a day originally when I got here. Then I pushed myself to make 3 videos a day. And then I realized that the quality was getting low, that I was so tired, and then I would talk about weird stuff, and I didn't sound energetic. I can't do 3 a day. 2 a day, that's probably where I want to be. But yesterday, I took yesterday off. I only made 1 video yesterday, and that's just because this build came out, Factorio, so I went ahead and did it day 1, which is weird because you guys aren't going to see it for like a week, but I was excited, and I wanted to see it. So it wasn't like, day 1 release, Factorio, excuse me, Satisfactory. The people who make this game, if they're ever looking on YouTube and they're like, hey, we want to pick somebody from YouTube to like kind of help promote the game and be like a content person, they're like, let's look at this guy. And then they hear me keep calling it Factorio. They'll be like, yeah, not this guy. Someone else. You know what? I don't have to sacrifice the height I already have. Yeah, I just don't have to do that. Just for the time being, I am going to make this the honorary 6 because I haven't used trains I haven't laid train track in a while. I will here in a second. Oh, they're emptying the trash again. I lived in an apartment for a very long time. The day I bought my first house, oh, that was beautiful. Beautiful. And then we had to move back into an apartment because we sold that house and we moved back to where we are now. And I tell you, we live in a little apartment out here in California for the summer. Ugh. Gosh, I am so happy I don't live in an apartment. I could go back to it. I'm not trying to say that I'm hoity-toity and that I can't do it. I mean, I could. You know, if things got bad, I could definitely get back to living in an apartment. But I tell you, I'm happy that I don't. And for all you people who live out there in apartments, like, man, I hate it for you. I absolutely hate that the housing market is as bad as it is and how you can't afford anything. It's It is absolutely not a laughing matter, and it's not funny. My parents were I want to say they were a little like maybe like uh, they owned a business, and it wasn't a traditional business like a pizza shop or like a laundromat or something. Like they owned a quite intensive business. It was you had to have a lot of certificates, you had to have a lot of oversight from the county. Like you couldn't just open one of these businesses. And I don't want to tell you. I mean, I guess I could tell you because no one really cares out there, but it is kind of personal. But you had to have a lot of oversight from the county, and unfortunately, not through their mismanagement, but through some just bad mojo, we lost that business. Um, but even for them, like I kind of knew that we had it really good. Can I stack those? Because I'm gonna need it to go over the choo-choo train. I guess I'll just bring it in right here. We can't stack them. Good. Yeah, it has to go over the choo-choo train. Is that going to be high enough to go over the choo-choo train, I wonder? But I could not afford, like, their lifestyle that they had. Like, I could never afford it. Like, the amount of money that my wife and I make, and I look at their lifestyle, negative. Negative. Back when they owned that business. I just look at the world now, and I'm like, I can't even afford a boat. Like if I wanted to buy a little boat and go fishing, like could not do that. I mean, and I know there's other guys who can. Like there's people that I went to school with who are doing very well for themselves, but I don't understand how they did it. I guess I just chose the wrong profession. Just the wrong profession. Although my profession did give my college debt was wiped out because of the profession I went into, so that's a plus. But now it's almost like you can't leave it. Like yeah, your debt's wiped out, but after 10 years, like you can't leave that profession after 10 years. It's really hard to move out of it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right. Oh, so we did it. We transferred fluids, and we're gonna have to put another pump out here. I know that's gonna have to happen because we're gonna have to have more head pressure to get that up and over. I mean, I assume. I don't. I'm not 100%. Not 100%, but I assume. I think it goes in something like that. I'm going to do a pole right there and hook you up to power. And then you can get hooked into... I'm gonna have oh, there's one right there. Boop. And that's just gonna... The train will just go right through that. That's fine. Okie dokie. Production. And just to start off with, I'm just gonna do one. I'm just gonna do one to start off with. And you, my main man, are going to be making those. So I need 50 of those. I need one of those, and I need a bunch of that. So just for right now, we're gonna walk that down too. Like it doesn't need to be that high for that long. So we are gonna walk it down. So 1, 2. So the top one will go from 4 to 2. Then the last one will just go to 1. Okay, we're going to walk that down. Then logistics. Both of those are an in, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Perfect. And now I have to figure out how I'm going to get both of those here. Because I don't want to send it through that. Maybe I shouldn't walk it down. Maybe I should not. Yes, I do talk about the same thing over and over and over again. I realize that. I have no I have a very hard time discussing other topics. I get something stuck in my head and I can't. It takes a long time for me to get done with it. Now, the question is that gonna clip? What's that? Ah, they didn't stack. Weirdo. So, boom. And am I sending that that way? I guess that makes sense. I guess I'll wrap it around. Building it this way, though, kind of only allows me to build... not the best way to do business, laying it out this way. But I'm so tired now that I don't want to. I don't want to fix that. I don't want to fix it. Oh man, probably gonna need a lot of those, aren't I? God bless it. This is not a good place for this. I'm gonna need a lot more of those. I should have built them out there. I should have had tons and tons of room. You know what? This will be a prototype, and I'm gonna rip this up. Dang it. Dang it. Okay. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. Not a big deal. Organization. Nope. Transportation. Logistics. Yes. Five. Oh, put it the wrong way. You're an N. Okay, perfect. And you're an out. That almost is perfect. If we could just reach. Can you reach? Can you reach? Oh, no. No. Hey. What the crap was that? Hey. The gun sounds different too. And it doesn't like walk. Oh, look. Bottom left-hand corner. There's a passive healing ability now. We passively get healed instead of it just sticking like, oh, you took some damage, that'll be there until you fix it. Two of those. Do a foundation. Would that work? I'll have both of them there. We'll see which one looks better. That looks good. It goes up just a little bit, or is it better to go down and then level it up? Anyway. Is that level? Nope, that goes up a little bit. So which one was better? That one? I guess so. Alright. Does that stay level? Good. Um, gosh, forgot what I was talking about. That was already going on top, so we'll just keep it on top. There we go. Heavy frames coming in. Lovely. And then we're going to have to run an input 1 hour, 5 minutes. I might be done. Might be done. I'll get this set up. I'll get this set up. Wow. I was standing right here and the animations didn't play through as well as they should have. That's weird. If I rip this up, are you gonna lose your head, or can I rip this up? Better wait. Transport. Fluid. Right. No, really? Is that going to just hook in? Really? Is that going to work too? Real? Okay, we'll see if it does. There's another freight station. And this is out, right? Nope, that's in. That's out. Nothing's gonna go in here, it's just gonna go out. It might be better just to kind of run it this way. And then build another one of these. Yeah, I'm wasting my time. I know. I shouldn't. I'm gonna need a million zillion of these things, and I really should be building all this in a more sustainable location. Give me the green arrows. I know that's lined up. Come on. Boop. Boop. I really do hope the last episode of The Quarry, I hope Wrecker puts it out. He's been doing one a day, and Christopher Odd, like, just burned through it, man. I didn't watch Christopher's playthrough yet. Because Christopher is really kind of intelligent. When he plays his stuff, like, he'll pick up on a lot of things, and I didn't want to watch his playthrough and kind of get ruined for Wrecker. Not saying that Wrecker is dumb. Not saying that he isn't. He's very intelligent too. I like his personality a little bit more than Christopher Odd. Christopher Odd is a little bit more. He's temperament. You know, he's temperate. Whereas as Christopher Odd, he'll drop the occasional F-bomb. There we go. Boom. And you know what you're making, right? He does. Doesn't know where he's sending them once he makes them, but he knows what he's making. Speaking of organization, storage box. He's not going to be making a lot of these. If that thing is full by the time I come back and revisit this, then that'll suck. But I don't think he'll be making a lot. All right. Now the last thing to do is just to go down to that other base. One last choo-choo train ride. If the choo-choo train's even running. I don't even know if he is. He might have been mad at me because I ripped up that track. Yeah, see? He's mad. Next stop is unreachable. I knew that wasn't right. I was like, there's no way that thing's going to be able to, is going to click into that and like know what it's doing. Boop. That's how it should look. Now he's pulled out of the station now. Knew it. Now you are going to be unloading. Yeah, you're gonna unload. And what are you gonna unload? I gotta be inside the train to do it, I think. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pause, and when the train gets here, maybe I'll unpause when I get down there. Yeah, I'll unpause when I get down there. I'll see you in a minute. Not that I think you want to see this part, but in case you do, timetable, we're at Dumbledore Station here. We are going to be unloading. Going to add an item. They call, there you go, aluminum casings. So we'll be unloading aluminum casings here. So save. Go to this station. We will be loading aluminum casings. Save and save. Guys, you gotta hit that save button down there. If you don't, screws the whole thing up. And then I'll be adding a freight section to it. And I'm probably gonna stop. I'm probably gonna turn off self-driving a little short of that base down there, maybe like somewhere around here, and just turn off self-driving. Run down there, set up the new station, set up the new conveyor belt. And then, oh, I didn't hook that thing up to power. Even if I did this, well, at least it'll start like offloading or transporting some of those aluminum plates north. Yes. What would happen? Because there are 2 inputs per train car, right? There's 2 inputs per train car. Can I not? Can this share train car? I wonder if it can do that. I wonder if you can force it to be 50-50. Oh, we're almost there. Hold on. Yeah, I wonder if you can force it to do 50-50. I wonder if you can force it to share a train car. You know what I mean? Like we have 3 here, and we're going to add a 4th. And 4 is fine, I think. I think it'll be able to take 4. But let's just imagine that we had 6 and it couldn't take 7. I wonder if there's a way to force it, because the inputs on the cargo stations, the inputs have 2 inputs. I thought that was just for if you really wanted them to like stock up before they left. You gotta turn this off right up. It's an odd place. It has to be right here. If it makes it to the end, it'll slide down there. Gravity pulls it down, so it needs to stop somewhere around here. Okay, perfect. Great. All right, move on there and fix it. But you see what I'm saying? Like, look at the cargo. See how there's 1 input there that I'm using? I'm using 1 input, but there's actually 2 inputs. So I wonder if I can't make the aluminum casing go into the bottom and then just make this one share, because it's not using all of it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not using... Let's test it. It's not using all of it. No. Hold on. Crap. I'm gonna have to move all this up, aren't I? Yeah, because that was already... Oh, I'm gonna have to rip up this and move it forward and then redo... Oh. Is it gonna be a pain in the butt? I'm gonna see if they can share. That one's already on the unload path, yes. Oh, why am I not? Boom tube, man. Use your boom tube. Night. And don't worry, when I get off here today, I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to relax a little bit, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to set up the fabric. So we have fabric manufacturing, and then I'm going to set up the sulfur. So we have rifle cartridge manufacturing. Okay, I want to see a backup. Yes! Oh, that's what I wanted to see. A backup of aluminum plating. We are now making enough to where that thing is saturated, and we have a leftover. Yay! That's perfect. And now mini of this. 281 is not bad. 300 is not bad. I'm not going to go over there. Do I have enough places in my... Really don't. Let's go here and grab some more. This right here, it would be great if we could ship it north too. It would be just super duper nice to have a bunch of it. All right. Let's get this stuff. And really, if they're going to share, can't they just go on the same belt? Can't they go on the same belt if they're just going to share? I mean, right? That's what I would think. They could just go on the same belt. The belt's right there. I wouldn't have to build another belt if they're going to share. Don't think that they're going to have an... Yeah, you know what? We're doing it. We are doing it. They're going to share. Programmable splitter. Smart splitter. Just dumb conveyor or merger. Okay. All right. Go! Let's see if I screwed that all up. What happens? You just take turns, right? Yeah, it doesn't back this up. It just takes turns. Just takes turns. That merges with something else. Yeah, there's some more coming in here. Uh-huh. Yep, this is looking good. It's exactly what I wanted. We're now utilizing that train car over there to its full potential. We're not shipping it 90% empty. It actually now has stuff to take with it. And it has to pick up the train car, right? Like it has to pick up that when it comes into the station, it has to pick up what's in there and then move it over because it'll be taking the copper with it. And now I'll just be taking the aluminum casings with it. Now, technically, if you really wanted to, you could put a smart splitter here, right? And you can have this one split it off going into there or going into the bottom, but it's the same thing. See? It's the same thing. This might be the smartest thing I've ever done in my entire life. That's awesome. Let's go grab the choo-choo train and let's see if the choo-choo train agrees. Let's see if the choo-choo train agrees. I could have just turned on the choo-choo train from where I was standing. I think you can do it through the map, but you know. This is also, it also works this way. All right, let's see. All right, that looks like the backlog of the aluminum. No. It still looks pretty healthy. All right, let's just watch there in the back. Gonna slide over. It's gonna pick up. There's aluminum casings already in there, isn't there? There is. There's aluminum casing there. It's not getting unloaded. I can't interact with it right now because it's loading, but there's aluminum, not aluminum casings, copper sheet. There's copper sheet there that's not being unloaded at the other place because we're not using enough of it. We have to build those circuits. We need to focus on building the circuit, extending the circuit board manufacturing because we're not using all the copper sheet and it's backing up. Same thing with the plastic. All right, I'm going to pause this and I'll see you at the other base. Okay, we are back. We're pulling into the old base that now has a bunch of crap going everywhere. Ugh. Such an ugly base. Such an ugly base. A base only a mother could love. Now let's see what happens as it pulls in here. See what happens. Now this right here. Oh, I gotta destroy some of that. I want it to unload the things I want it to unload. Ah! Okay, that should be enough room. That should be enough room. And yes, I know you can hear the little gnats or whatever they're called. Okay, now. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, yes. Yes. Yes, where are you at? Huh? Huh? Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay, now, hold on, everybody. Stop, stop, stop. This one. Yes. Boom. Okay. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to do the programmable splitter. You see that? You see that? I wonder what would happen if we hooked up another out. I wonder if it would know to send one thing. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. There we go. Okay. Rip that little part out. Okay. And then we're going to do that over there to that. Okay, talk to you. Now, the right, now that you know that there's a right, add a rule to the right. Not okie dokie. Um, not any, only the casing. You go to the right. And the center, only the copper. Feet. And go forward. There we go. There we go. We're gonna, yep. Don't want to pick that up. No, just do this. Just do that. Pick it up. There we go. And then that right there. And no, 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 I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. There we go. Okay. Oh, there's gonna be the problem is we're not using. We have to use that. We have to use that. Yep. We have to figure out a way to use this conveyor. Oh, Lord have mercy. Um. Ugh. Yes. Right now, not you. Right now, just let's get this backlog cleaned up. It's going to take. Uh, okay. And Blender, you know what you're doing, right? Man, I'm so tired. I just want to stop playing, but I want to get this done. You know what you're making? He does. All right, let's go give that guy power out there. That'll be it. Hopefully this this crazy calamity thing here will work. Calliope. Right. Calliope crashed to the ground. Oh, she was blinded by the light. Up, no, we're in the night, blinded by the light. All right, there we go. They're making water. Water's filling up the pipe. You should be pumping the water up the pipe. Be pumping the water up the pipe. No water has made its way into the pipe. Water is now making its way into the pipe. Tons of water is now into the pipe. Okay. It is now full. Okay, you're now lifting it up. Do I need to hook up another water producer to this? I don't think so. No, there we go. Water's going up the pipe. And now water is going into that pipe. That right there is making the aluminum. Right there is now eating. I got 22 tickets. Nice. I think it's eating the silicon because I just don't have any use for it. That's filling up with aluminum solution. Very, very slowly, the aluminum solution is going all the way through this pipe, filling it up. And that you're kind of losing a lot of the product that you've made, because a lot of the product you've made is just stuck in the pipe, you know? It's just being used to build pressure in the pipe. You can make the same argument for the stuff on the conveyor belt too, though. Okay. Tree knocked me off. Screw you, tree. Bunch of aluminum being made here. So sorry for the groundskeeper. If you can hear him, I'm sure you can. This is a great microphone. I'm going to pause till he leaves. I think he's far enough away now where it's not going to impact us. Well, here he comes back. Okay. What are we looking at here? Next to nothing. I don't want to see the contraction. I don't mind that. I want to see it like fill up, but the contraction sucks. Is that a Mark II? No, it's Mark 1. There we go. Oh, now it's contracting again. Oh, now it's filling up again. Okay. Not bad. And then I want to see a steady, yep, see steady flow right there. That's what I want to see. Steady flow right there. All the way up to the last little bend. And there we go. Just a steady amount flowing into it. That's all I really wanted to see. And I think that's what we got. It's got the aluminum plating it wants. It has the heavy frames that it wants. It takes forever to make one, though. No power. Oh, somebody shoot me. There we go. There it is. Nitrogen gas! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh!